Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Buddhang, Dhammang, Sanghang, Namasama. Thirvan Saranai to all of you, dear Dhamma friend, and good morning, good evening, everyone. I am Bhanthe Dhammalankara from Labunurukand Forest Monastery, North Central Province in Sri Lanka. I am very happy to talk with you about the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha. So before we start, let's invite Devas to join with us with this sermon. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajassa Sunantu Sagga Mokkadang Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta. Let's we have now we trust that our Devas have joined with us, and all together let's pay our homage to our great teacher Samma Sambuddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Dhamma friends, today I hope to talk about another beautiful sutta preached by our great teacher Samma Sambuddha. Sutta name is Cūḷasīhanādasuttaṃ. Short discourse on the lion robe. Sutta number is number 11 in Majjhima Nikāya. This is how sutta is started. Thus have I heard. On one occasion, the Blessed One, the Buddha, living at Savatthi in Jetas Grove, Anathapindika's park, there Buddha addressed the bhikkhus thus: Bhikkhus, here only there is a recluse. Here only there is the recluse. Ide bhikkhave samano. Here only second recluse. Here only third recluse. Here only fourth recluse. That is what the Buddha said at the start of the sutta. And the doctrines of others are devoid of recluses. Now let's talk about that. What the Buddha said. Here only a recluse. That means there are no any monk. Recluse mean in this case monk, ascetic, or recluses, or bhikkhu. A bhikkhu. In this dispensation, in the Buddha's dispensation, only we can see a monk. We can't see a real bhikkhus in another dispensation. Then who is the bhikkhu? Who is the first bhikkhu? Who is the first bhikkhu? Sotapanna person. Stream enters or Sotapanna bhikkhus we can see only in the Buddha Sasana, in the Buddha's Dhamma. That is why Buddha pointed out the doctrines of others are devoid of recluses. Sunya parapavada samanehi anyeti. Doctrines of others are devoid of recluses. There are no any monks or any bhikkhus, another dispensation. The Sotapanna monk only in the Buddha Sasana. We can't see in any dispensation a monk, a Sotapanna person. How do we become a Sotapanna person? By eradicating first three mental fetters, first three sanyojanas. If anyone becomes Sotapanna, he is the most luckiest person in the world. He never go to the awful realms. If anyone eradicate first three mental fetters, he never go to the awful realms. So, according to my knowledge, according to the Pitaka, there are no any Sotapanna person who born in the human world. That means after become stream enter, he don't usually he go to the heaven. In the normally he don't born in the human world. According to the Sutta Pitaka or Pitaka, we can't see any person born as a Sotapanna person in the human world. So, if anyone eradicate first three mental fetters, first three sanyojanas, he go to the heaven definitely. So, he is the most luckiest person in the world. He have no more fear about the realms, awful realms. So he is the first monk. Who is the second monk? Who is the second recluse? Sakadagami person. Sakadagami person. There are so many Sakadagami person in the Buddha Sasana. And I want to talk something about the Sotapanna person again. If anyone becomes a Sotapanna person, he has done a big task. That means he have eradicated majority of the defilements with his life. When anyone become a Sotapanna, he have eradicated majority of the defilements or impurities. He has to eradicate lust of defilements. So he is the first monk. And second monk, Sakadagami person. Sakadagami person, he only one time he come to the Kama world. Kama world means there are Kama Dhatu. That means 6 heavenly world and human world. He also don't go to the awful realms. He is better than the Sotapanna person. He has minimized the lust, hatred, and delusion. Ragadosa Mohanam Tanutta. He is the second monk. He has minimized the lust, hatred, and delusion. He is the second monk. The Sakadagami person also we can't see. Also, this person we can't see in any dispensation. And there are so many Sakadagami person in the Buddha Sasana. Next one, non-returner. He is the third monk. He is the third monk, non-returner. He has eradicated first 5 mental fetters completely. He has eradicated first 5 mental fetters completely. Sakkaya Ditti, the misunderstanding about the body and the mind, wrong understanding. Vichikicha, doubtness. Silabbata Paramas, bad, wrong observations of the precepts, and Kamarag. Kamarag means lust, patiga, hate. So, by eradicating these 5 mental fetters, you can become a non-returner. So, dear Dhamma friends, there are so many non-returners in the Buddha Sasana. There were some women who there were some women who became a non-returner. Velukantaki Nanda Mata and Matika Mata. There was Kujjuttara. They have become non-returners in the Buddha Sasana. So that is the third person, third monk. But lay person do not introduce as a monk in the Buddha Sasana. But in this case, Buddha pointed out about the monk. But these stages is very important. And who is the fourth monk? Arahantahud. The Arahant person. He is the fourth monk. the arahanthood is the most important position in the world, very happiest life. You may have heard about the arahantas, and he have eradicated all the defilements. If anyone eradicate all defilements, he can introduce as arahantas. So I think you may have heard about Angulimala. Angulimala is a person before arahanthood. He killed 999 persons, and he Buddha went to him and met him and preached him. Then he realized the Dhamma. Buddha went to him and preached him. Then he realized the Dhamma. So after the realization of the Dhamma, he don't suffer. No, he don't suffer because of his because of anything. One day, some days, he go to the Pindapata, and when he return, he has to come with bleeding body, with torn robes or broken balls. Why that? Because of his previous karma, because of the influence of impact of previous karma, when the people throw a stick and it hit the Venerable Angulimala's body, people throw some sword and it hit the Angulimala's body. People throw some something, some stone, and it hits the Angulimala's body. Then when he returned to the monastery, Buddha saw him coming in the distance, and then said, Buddha, bear it, Brahmin. You are now experiencing, you are now and here experiencing, which you that you had to experience. You long time in the awful realms or in the hell. So bear it, Brahmin. So dear Dhamma friends, by bleeding body, he did not suffer about that. By the bleeding body, he did not suffer about that, about his body. Why? He has eradicated his bondages with the body. So that is the importance of the Arahantas. with the bleeding body, he uttered some inspired utterance. So, dear Dhamma friends, these are the 4 bhikkhus, 4 recluses in the Buddha Sasana. These 4 bhikkhus no one can see in another Buddha Sasana, another Sasana. Sorry, there are no any Buddha Sasana. These 4 bhikkhus no one can see in another Sasanas, another dispensation. Then the Buddha said, the doctrines of others are devoid of recluses. So we should understand now, how do we become a recluse? Then the Buddha pointed out in the sutta, there are chattarimani bhikkave upadanani. There are 4 clingings. Chattarimani bhikkave upadanani. There are 4 clingings. What are them? Kamupadana. Kamupadana means clingings to the sensual pleasure. Attavada upadana. Sorry, Ditti upadana. Ditti upadana means clingings to the views. Silabdha upadana. Silabdha upadana means clinging to the rules and observances. And Attavada upadana means clingings to the doctrine of a self. Those are the clingings. Santi bhikkave eke samana brahmana. There are some samanas and brahmans. They claim that we know, we teach to eradicate these all clingings, but they only know about first 3 clingings. They only know to teach about first 3 clingings. They don't know about the Silabdha Upadana as it really is. Why that? Because they are not fully enlightened. And Buddha said that I claim that I preach or I describe all these clingings, as well as I preach all these clingings as they really are. Why that? Buddha said that because I am fully enlightened. That is what the Buddha pointed out. When the bhikkhu, Buddha in this sutta, Buddha pointed out, ideva bhikkave samano, ida dutiyo samano, ida tatiyo samano, ida chatutto samano. Here is only a first bhikkhu, second bhikkhu, third bhikkhu, and fourth bhikkhu, devoid of the doctrines of others are devoid of recluses. Bhikkhus, this is how you should really row your lion rows. So row your lion row. Buddha pointed out, this is how you correctly row your lion row. When you say like this, the other that means wonders of other sects will say this. Friends, how do you say this? Friends, how do you say this? What is your power to say like this? What is your ability to say like this? Then Buddha pointed out, bhikkhus, Buddha pointed out, friends, bhikkhus, you should say to them these 4 things. What are they? When they ask about your power or ability to say like this, to row like this, you should say this. Friends, we have 4 things. We have 4 matters pointed out by our great teacher. With these 4 matters, we row like this. We row in our lion's row like this. What are they? We have confidence on the Buddha. We have confidence in the Dhamma. We have confidence in the Buddha, or we have confidence in the teacher, and we have confidence in our Dhamma. We have fulfilled precept, and we have unity among our companion in the Dhamma. These 4 things, because of these 4 things, with the power of these 4 things, we row in that way. We row in that way in our lion's row. So then they will say, Buddha said that, then they will say, dear friends, we also have these 4 things. We have confidence on the Dhamma. We have confidence in the teacher, that is our teacher. We have confidence in the Dhamma, that is our Dhamma. We too have a fulfillment of the Sila, that is our precepts. And we have unity in the companion. We have unity among the companion in the Dhamma. So then, what is the difference between you and us? What is the distinction between you and us? Then they will ask. Then Buddha pointed out, without this kind of teaching, that means Buddha pointed out, there are so many things in the sutta, but I don't explain all the things. And then Buddha pointed out, in the other dispensation, they say that they know about all clingings, about the 4 clingings, but they don't know correctly, but they don't know as they really are, but they don't know as 4 clingings really are. But Buddha said that, I know, I teach about these 4 clingings as they really are. Therefore, any confidence in the Buddha, that kind of dispensation, that kind of teachings, if there are any confidence in the Buddha, if there are any confidence in the Buddha, that is correctly, that is rightly directed. If there are any confidence in the Dhamma, that is rightly directed. If there are any fulfillment of the precept, that is rightly directed, samaggata akkayati. If there are any unity among the companion in the Dhamma, that is rightly directed. That is the Buddha pointed out. Then, dear Dhamma friends, what is the teachings of the, what is the describe of the 4 clingings? Then the Buddha pointed out, these 4 clingings, Kama upadana, Ditti upadana, Silabdha upadana, Attavada upadana. Sensual, the clingings to the sensual pleasure, clingings to the view, clingings to the rules and observances, clingings to the doctrine of self. These four clingings have what as their origin, as their source? These four clingings have desire as their source, as their origin. These four clingings have desire as their origin, as their source. So this is the origin. This in this origin, in these sources, about this origin, about these sources, don't understand about this origin, about these sources. The teachers of other dispensations do not know. And desire has what as its origin? Desire has what as its origin? Desire has what as its source? You know, there are desire. We do have desires. Do we know about the origin of the desire? What is the origin of the desire? Desire has feeling as its origin. Desire has feeling as its source. That is the origin. That is the source of the desire. If we have desire, we should know what is the origin of the desire. The feeling is the origin of the desire. And feeling has what as its origin? Feeling has what as its source? Feeling has contact as its origin. Feeling has contact as its source. So contact has what as its origin, as its source? Contact has six-fold base as its origin, as its source. Contact has six-fold base as its origin, as its source. Then contact has six-fold base has what as its origin, as its source? Six-fold base has mentality and materiality as its origin, as its source. Mentality and materiality has what as its origin, as its source? Mentality and materiality has consciousness as its origin, as its source. Mentality and materiality has what as its source, as its origin? Mentality and materiality has formations. Mentality and materiality mentality and materiality has consciousness as its origin, as its source. Consciousness has what as its origin, as its source? Consciousness has formation as its origin, as its source. Then formation have what as their origin, as their source? Formation have ignorance as their origin, as their source. So ignorance is the main origin, main source. If a bhikkhu can abandon the ignorance, he can eradicate all defilement. He can become a bhikkhu. He can become a real bhikkhu. So, what is the ignorance? What is the ignorance? Not knowing about the Four Noble Truth. Ignorance is not knowing about the Four Noble Truth. Not knowing about the noble truth of the suffering, not knowing about the noble truth of the origin of the suffering, not knowing about the noble truth of the cessation of the suffering, not knowing about the noble truth of the way leading to the suffering. What is the noble truth of the suffering? We don't know about our life. People don't know about their life, about the world. People don't know about the arising of people don't know how their life is arised. People don't know how their world is created. People know about the creation of the life and the world. That is wrong. That is called dukkhi ajnana. People don't know about the about these 6 faculties. People don't know how arise their life. So if anyone understand correctly about this life, about the origin of the life, about the creation, about the how this life is created, he abandoned ignorance. When he abandoned the ignorance, when he abandoned the ignorance, the true knowledge and direct knowledge is arised in his mind. When the true knowledge and direct knowledge is arised in his mind, he no more clings to the sensual pleasure. He no more clings to the views. He no more clings to the rules and observances. He no more clings to the doctrine of a self. When the no more clings and he does not agitate, anupadiyam aparitasati, no more paritasana, no more agitate. When he does not agitate, he personally attain Nibbana. When he attain Nibbana, he understands life, the birth is destroyed. And he know Katang Karaniya, Usitam Brahmacharya, holy life has been lived and what had to be done has been done. So, no more birth. He understands no more birth. This is the sutta, and this is the explain. This is how a bhikkhu, this is how a monk, this is the way to monk. This is the way to become a monk. This is the way to become a real ascetic. we can say ascetic, monk or recluse or bhikkhu, same word, different words for same idea, same position. So this is the end of the sutta. If you have any question, please leave a comment. I'm very happy to answer to your questions. So thus, there's a question: does one become a monk once he becomes a Sotapanna, or do they continue in lay life? That means you are asking about if anyone become a Sotapanna, does he go to the lay life, or if anyone become a Sotapanna when he as a lay person, does he continue the lay life? According to the Tripitaka, there are no any places after the Sotapannahood and disrobe. After become a Sotapanna, he never go to the lay life. As if anyone become a Sotapanna person as a monk, he never go to the lay life. He continue the monkhood. And if anyone become a Sotapanna as a lay life, as a lay person, sometime he continue the lay life. There are so many examples in the Buddha Sasana. I think you may have heard about the Visakha Maha Upasika. Visakha is he become a Sotapanna at the age of 7. She become a Sotapanna person at the age of 7 years old. She continued the lay life until she died. And as well as the Anathapindika. There is a very famous Upasaka called Anathapindika, and he became a Sotapanna when he see the Buddha at the first time, and he did not become a monk. He continued the lay life. But some people, after the Sotapannahood, they come to the monkhood. That is because after the Sotapannahood, he only eradicated first three mental fetters: Sakkaya Ditthi, Vicikiccha, and Silabbata Paramasa. He has some sort of lust. He has some sort of hate. But those lust and hatred not more powerful. Because of those lust and hate, he doesn't go to the hell. So after the Sotapannahood, he can continue the lay life according to the Pitaka. It is and according to Dhamma. So, dear Dhamma friend, it is time to stop the sermon and discussion. So let's do Anumodana. First of all, I get permission to speak the name. Most Venerable Mankadawala Sudarsana Thera and Most Venerable Kotmale Mankadawala Nandaratan Thera, Most Venerable Kotmale Kumar Kasapa Thera. There is another question. There are some more time, so let's talk about the question. Do they, that means connected that question, do they also let go of their quarrels with the world if they attain Sotapanna? If they attain Sotapanna, they do not attack with the world, but accidentally they do something. But like normal person, like ordinary person, they don't continue that. In the Ratana Sutta, there are special teaching about the Kinchapi Sokammam Karoti Papakam. In the Ratana Sutta, we have heard Kinchapi Sokammam Karoti Papakam. That means sometimes they will do some bad karma, but they don't hide it, and as well as they don't continue it. Sometimes he get angry. Sometimes Sotapanna person get angry, and he don't continue the angry. By understanding the world, by understanding the six faculties, he know about that. He know about that is not a person, that is not a thing that is exist in the outside. It is the collection of the faculties he can understand, but because of his asava, he attack with the world. He attack with the world accidentally. He don't continue that. That is sometime he continue his family life. How does one recognize another person who might be a Sotapanna? Is there way to know about the reading their mind? So, dear Dhamma friend, we can't recognize the person who became a Sotapanna. We can't find other person. Only Buddha can see the Sotapanna person. Only Buddha can recognize the Sotapanna person. We can't recognize, but you can become a Sotapanna person. If you want to become Sotapanna, you have to read the Dhamma. You have to understand the Dhamma. You have to understand your faculties, your life, and you have to fulfill precepts. Not only meditating. Sometimes people think we can't meditate continually because it is very difficult, so we can't become Sotapanna. But no need to meditate continually to become Sotapanna. Sometimes you may don't have a jhana. Jhana is no need to Sotapanna all the time. Without a jhana, you can become a Sotapanna. But when you attain Sotapannahood, you build a jhana. That jhana is not a position only by build on the continually meditation. So we can never understand or recognize a person who Sotapanna, the other persons. The only way, there is a way to become Sotapanna for us. So there are so many ways. Some people think only by meditating, not only meditating. There are 5 ways to become a Sotapannahood. Or not only Sotapanna, there are 5 ways to become this Arahanthood or develop the Maggapala. By listening Dhamma. When you listening Dhamma, you can concentrate your mind. You can contemplate the Dhamma. You can think about the Dhamma. When you think and concentrate, because of that thinking and concentration, you can become Sotapanna. Because of your concentration, you can develop your mind up to Jhanic level. By listening Dhamma, you can concentrate your mind up to Jhanic level. Not only that, by reading Dhamma correctly, by reading Dhamma correctly, or when you practice Dhamma stanzas, then your mind become concentrate with the Dhamma. So then you can realize the stages of the Arahanthood. And there are another way, by contemplating, by thinking Dhamma, it is called Vimansa. When you thinking the teachings of the Buddha, you can become Sotapanna, or sometimes not only Sotapanna, the other stages also can be received. And the last one is the meditation. There are when the preach, when the listen, and when the contemplate, and when the memorize or recite, and meditation. These 5 methods, the 5 ways are important. So it is difficult to understand that there are Sotapanna person among us. So it is easy way to find the Sotapanna by developing Dhamma. That is the answer. So let's wind up the sermon or discussion. I do Anumodana, most venerable Mankadawala Sudassana Thera, Mankadawala Nandaratana Thera, and Kotmale Kumar Kasapu Thera, Bhikkhu Pesala, Bhanthe Sudasso, Ayaswama, and all the Bhikkhu in the Labunoru Forest Monastery, as well as all the Bhikkhu Sangha in the world, and all lay followers, and all live joiners with this sermon, and Devasan. Let's recite stanza with me to share merits with the gods Devasan. Akasatta ca Bhummatta Devānāgā Mahiddhikā Puññantang Anumodittā Chiran Rakkantu Buddha Sāsanam. Akasatta ca Bhummatta Devānāgā Mahiddhikā Puññantang Anumodittā Chiran Rakkantu Buddha Sāvakam. Akasatta ca Bhummatta Devānāgā Mahiddhikā Puññantang Anumodittva Bodhayantu Sivam Padam. And I wish to all of you Sabbhitiyo yajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhadvantarayo sukhi dīghāyuko bhava bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te sabba dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Good morning everyone, and good evening everyone, and Teruvan Sarnai to all of you.